Welcome to the English Adventure Podcast, the place where learning English feels natural, relaxed, and fun.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Jack.
Here, we talk about everyday life, real topics, and real conversations, all in simple, easy-to-understand English.
So you can improve your listening, your vocabulary, and your confidence.
Without feeling like you're studying.
Grab a coffee, relax, and enjoy
Your English Adventure Podcast. Hello and welcome back to the English Adventure Podcast. I'm your host, Lily.
And I'm Jack. It's wonderful to be with you all again.
Happy Saturday, everyone. We're right in the middle of the weekend, and I'm already feeling so relaxed.
It really is. The whole week you're working towards it. It got me thinking. It might be fun to just have a simple chat today about what we're planning to do this weekend. It's a very common, everyday conversation and perfect practice for our listeners.
I love that idea. It's casual and useful. Okay, so you have to go first. Spill the beans. What are your plans?
All right. Well, honestly, my plan is to have a very low-key weekend.
Low-key?
Yeah, relaxed and not very busy. This week has been crazy, and I feel like my brain is just full. I really need to recharge my batteries.
I completely get that. Sometimes you just need to power down. So what does a low-key weekend look like for Jack?
Step one, and this is the most important step, I'm going to sleep in on Saturday. No alarm, nothing.
The best.
It is. Then I'll make myself a big cup of coffee and finally get back to the book I've been trying to read for a month. It's a science fiction novel, and I'm at a really exciting part, but I've been too tired to read before bed.
Oh, that's the worst, when you can only read one page before falling asleep.
Exactly. So I'm going to spend a good few hours just sitting on my couch and reading. In the afternoon, if the weather's nice, I'm thinking of heading to Greenwood Park for a long walk.
Oh, Greenwood is lovely. The one with the big pond?
That's the one. I just like walking there, listening to a podcast or some music, and not thinking about work at all. It really helps clear my head.
Sounds perfect. And what about Sunday? More relaxation?
Pretty much. Sunday is my day for meal prep.
Ah, you're so organized.
I try. It makes the week so much easier. I'll probably make a big batch of chili or some pasta sauce, something easy that I can eat for lunch a few times next week. Then in the evening, find a good movie to watch and just chill out before Monday comes around again.
That sounds like a truly refreshing weekend. Simple, but exactly what you need.
Okay, so before you tell me your plans, let's quickly review some of the vocabulary I used.
Let's do it. You started by saying you wanted a low-key weekend.
Right. Low-key is an adjective that means something is relaxed, quiet, and not attracting a lot of attention. You can have a low-key party or a low-key vacation. It means simple and calm.
That's a great one. Then you said you need to recharge your batteries. We've mentioned this before, but it's such a good idiom.
It really is. It just means to rest and regain your energy, just like a phone.
Exactly. And your last one, meal prep. This has become really popular.
Yes, meal prep is short for meal preparation. It's the act of preparing and cooking your meals for the week ahead of time. It saves time and helps you eat healthier.
Very useful. Okay, vocabulary lesson part 1 is complete.
All right, now it's your turn. My weekend is quiet, and I have a feeling yours might be a little different.
Just a little. My weekend is shaping up to be more on the social side.
Okay, I'm listening.
So on Saturday morning, I'm meeting my good friend Sarah for brunch at a new cafe called the Sunny Spoon.
Brunch is always a good start to the weekend.
Right? We haven't seen each other for a few weeks because we've both been so busy, so we have a lot to catch up on. After brunch, we're planning to go to the City Art Gallery. There's a new photography exhibition that looks amazing.
Oh, cool. I love photography.
Me too. So we'll probably spend the afternoon there, just wandering around. Then Saturday evening is still open. We might just hang out at my place or maybe see a movie if we feel like it. We'll play it by ear.
That sounds like a really fun and cultured Saturday. What about Sunday?
Sunday is a family get-together. I'm heading to my parents' house. They live about an hour away. We're having a big family lunch.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, my mom is making her famous roast chicken. My brother, his wife, and their 2 kids will be there, so the house will be loud and full of energy, but it's always so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
That sounds wonderful. Good food and good company. A perfect way to end the weekend.
It is. And like you, I used a few useful phrases our listeners can practice.
Okay, let's break them down. You said you needed to catch up with your friend.
Yes, this phrasal verb means to share news and talk about what has happened since you last saw each other.
Right, a very common reason to meet a friend. Then you said you would play it by ear for Saturday night. What does that mean?
Play it by ear is a great idiom. It means you will decide what to do as you go based on the situation, instead of making a firm plan beforehand. So we don't have a plan, we will just see how we feel.
That makes sense. A flexible plan. And finally, you mentioned the family get-together.
Yes, a get-together is an informal meeting or party with friends or family. It's less formal than saying a party. You can have a small get-together for a birthday or just for lunch, like my family's doing.
Awesome. So we have my quiet, low-key weekend and your social, busy weekend.
A perfect contrast. It really shows that there's no single right way to spend your free time. It's all about finding that balance, isn't it?
Exactly. It's about doing what helps you feel happy and prepared for the week ahead, whether that's being alone with a book or surrounded by family.
Speaking of doing what makes you happy, it makes me think, beyond our normal plans, what would a dream weekend look like for you, Jack? If you had no limits, no budget, where would you go and what would you do? Speaking of doing what makes you happy, that brings me back to the idea of a dream weekend. You said you'd go to New Zealand. I want to hear more. What would you do there?
Well, with no limits, it would be the opposite of relaxing. It would be a huge adventure. I'd spend Saturday hiking on the Franz Josef Glacier. Can you imagine walking on a massive river of ice with bright blue caves and incredible views? It would be just breathtaking.
That sounds incredible, but also very cold. What about Sunday?
Sunday would be a boat trip through the White Mo glowworm caves. It's a cave system lit up by thousands of tiny glowworms. It's supposed to look like a starry sky, but underground. So it's a weekend of incredible natural beauty. Now it's your turn. What's your dream weekend, Lily?
That sounds incredible. A perfect blend of adventure and wonder. My dream weekend would be a little quieter. I'd fly to Kyoto, Japan. On Saturday, I'd visit the Fushimi Inari Shrine with its thousands of bright red torii gates. I'd spend the day just walking through them. For the evening, I'd take part in a traditional tea ceremony, learning about the history and enjoying the calm.
That sounds absolutely magical. Kyoto's such a beautiful city. I can just picture it. The bright red gates, the quiet bamboo forest. It sounds very peaceful.
Exactly. On Sunday, I'd visit the Arashima Bamboo Grove in the morning. I imagine walking through those tall green stalks would feel so serene. Then I'd find a small local restaurant for lunch and try some authentic Kyoto-style ramen.
That sounds incredible. A perfect mix of adventure and tranquility. I can just picture those bamboo groves. It must be so peaceful.
It does. All of this talk about dream weekends makes me wonder, what's the most memorable weekend you've actually had, Jack? Not a dream, but a real memory.
That's a fantastic question. The first one that comes to mind was for my birthday a few years ago. A couple of my friends organized a surprise weekend trip for me to go rock climbing in the Peak District. They told me we were just going for a local hike, but then they drove for 2 hours and we ended up at this amazing outdoor climbing center.
Wow, what a thoughtful surprise. So you had never been rock climbing before?
Never. That's what made it so memorable. I was terrified at first, but also so excited. The feeling of reaching the top of that rock face, looking out over the valley, it was just amazing. It taught me that sometimes the best weekends are the ones that push you out of your comfort zone.
That's a beautiful memory. It shows that an amazing weekend doesn't have to be expensive or far away. What about you, Lily? What's your most memorable real weekend?
Mine's much quieter, but just as special to me. It was a couple of years ago when I decided to volunteer at the local animal shelter for the first time. I was a bit nervous, but I spent the entire Saturday walking dogs, playing with kittens, and helping to clean their enclosures.
That sounds so rewarding. It's amazing how helping others can feel so good for the soul. It shows that a memorable weekend is all about the experience, not about how much money you spend or how far you travel.
That's a great point. It's interesting that both of our most memorable weekends involve doing something active, not just sitting on a couch. It makes you think about the right balance between having a productive weekend and a truly relaxing one. That's a really interesting point. It's true. Sometimes there's this pressure to have a productive weekend to get things done. But if you do too much, you can end up feeling more tired than you were on Friday. It's like weekend burnout. I'm glad you brought that up. It's a real struggle sometimes. There's this pressure to always be doing something, to be productive, even on our days off. I think there's a real danger of weekend burnout, where you fill your weekend with so many plans and chores that you start Monday feeling even more tired.
Well said. I hope you have a truly wonderful and relaxing weekend, Jack. You deserve it.
Thank you, Lily. And you have a fantastic time with Sarah and your family. Eat some roast chicken for me.
I will. And to all of our listeners, we hope you have an amazing weekend too, whatever your plans are.
That's right. And we would love to hear about them. You can find us on our social media pages. Just search for the English Adventure Podcast. Leave us a comment and tell us, what does a perfect weekend look like for you?
We can't wait to read your answers. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll be back next week with a new adventure in English. Until then, take care, everyone.
Bye for now.
Thanks so much for spending time with us today.
We hope you enjoyed this episode and learned something new without even noticing it.
If you like the English Adventure Podcast, make sure to follow us and listen to more episodes.
And remember,
You don't need to be perfect to speak English.
you just need to start.
See you in the next English adventure.